Bit different this week, working with different companies. So my regular customer, some work for James and some work on the Courier exchange as well. All in all, not bad takings, but it's a bit different with hotel stays and meeting new people as well. See how it goes, eh? Morning, how are you doing? Welcome to a new week. I am Dave, Anvil Logistics, and today's date is the 1st of July. It's a Monday, and at the moment we are driving in Liverpool. So I'll give you a brief summary of what's gone on so far today. This morning I was up early-ish, not super early, and got myself into Manchester Airport for a 7:30 collection of basically clothing, but the way it comes in, it's air freight that comes in and it's in enormous cartons, same as what I did last week basically, that have to go to Leeds. It's all woolen suits, but this time it was two vans, so another van who works for the same customer as me, and we did it two of us, which made it easier because unloading is all handball, and between two of us we just worked it, so we unloaded one van and then unloaded the other, and it made it a lot easier. Then I had to get myself to Stockport to pick up some known cargo, which I took into Manchester Airport. And then one of the drivers who was allocated to deliver the documentation that we take every day, they go from two separate sites and they go down to Hayes, was poorly. So I was asked if I'd mind doing that run today. So that meant getting into Liverpool, which I've just done, collecting all these important documents, and which are all going abroad, and getting them down to Hayes so that they can be made ready for flights, etc. Goes out every single day, this job. I have done it a few times. It's usually smaller vans tend to do it, but it pays okay. And what it means is that added to the two jobs I've done today will mean it will be a significantly large invoicing day today, which is a great start to the week. So although I won't get home till probably 9, maybe 9:30, but still with a good few quid tucked away to start the week off, and the month in this case. And then we'll obviously see what tomorrow. We've got nothing booked in for tomorrow yet. I will keep an eye on the feed to see if any decent jobs are available on the CX. Maybe even a backload back from Hayes going northbound. I don't tend to look for them normally because I just like to get home and it's a well-paid day today anyway. But there might be some known cargo comes out, because of course I can do that now from Heathrow, which is literally round the corner from Hayes. We shall see. But I'll keep an eye to see if there's anything decent coming up tomorrow, like hazardous work, maybe, even if it's from where I live. Or they may ring me and give me some work for tomorrow. You never know. We'll see what we shall see. So last week, as you know, if you watched the video, if you didn't, why didn't you? Get back and watch it. Not the best week in terms of invoicing that I've ever done, but for the amount of hours I worked, it was all right. So it will do. Obviously, we're hoping for a decent week this week because I am available every day this week. So I don't intend to take any time off this week. The van is running like a trooper because Betty Blue has had a service this weekend, and you can always tell the difference when it's had a service. They give it a full check as well because it's the main dealers, and it's declared her fully healthy and just said that next time it's serviced, they would recommend that the brake fluid get changed, which is not too dear anyway, that. So, but because they've recommended it, I will do it. But everything else is fine. They check everything, the bushes, the suspension, the pads, everything. But yeah, she's running well, touch wood. And I can feel the difference now. She's had a service on new filters and everything. A lot more responsive. But again, I put it in for service earlier than it should be, because I think prevention is better than cure. And they do say with these new fully synthetic oils that you can leave it a longer interval between servicing, but I'm not convinced at that. And in fact, if you do watch some of the other channels on YouTube, if you check out Neil, the Neptune Courier, he did a video about his engine oil where he had it independently tested and it had broken down, despite what the manufacturers say about this fully synthetic stuff. It does break down. So I just go for a nice early service. Costs a little bit more, but this van is my living, and obviously I want to look after her, because if she's running, I can earn money. If she's not running, I can't. Simple as that. So as usual, I'll keep you informed of how we're doing the week. I had quite a restful weekend this weekend. Didn't do much, although I did waste a couple of hours of my weekend watching the England game, which, how they won that game, I'll never know. They scraped through. I suppose they can only get better. Take care, everyone. I'll let you know how we do. Right, 2nd of July now, Tuesday, on the start of the M40, and we're heading down to Oxford. And today we are doing some work for our favourite shipper, which is favourite shipper today anyway, James from Freddie Fletcher. So I'm doing a couple of jobs for James. So first thing this morning, picked up from his customers in South Manchester. And we are heading to Oxford to a communications tower, and we're taking some equipment for the fitters there. Hopefully get there just after 11. And then from there I am going to Lutterworth to collect from one of the suppliers of his customer. And I am going to meet another driver. I was initially going to meet James, but he's got tied up down south. So he's sending another driver with a curtain-side van to meet me. And we're going to load some equipment and take it back to James's customers. I am going to be carrying the ADR, or hazardous goods element of the load. In this case, I think it's batteries. And the other gentleman will be carrying some of the taller equipment that can only really go onto a Luton-style van. So I printed out all the paperwork that James had to hand in. So hopefully, once we get through there, we'll have no problem. Get it all loaded, check it all off, and head back. And today will be, again, a good, decent day's money. The ADR element of the job increases the rate per mile. But again, I got a good, fair price off James coming down here to Oxford anyway. So I'm just going to overtake this car here. I'm very conscious now of staying in the right lane. Someone has pointed out that I don't seem to use the inside lane very much. I didn't think I was a middle lane hogger, but he's got me thinking. So I'll try and I'll give it some decent lane discipline for your benefit, sir. Right, so good day today. Very happy. We'll see what the rest of the week brings. Go. Right, here we are, secret location. We can't reveal the location, but we're here with Darcy. Darcy Lowry, who you might know from Lowry Van Services, who's got his very infrequent but select YouTube channel, and he's in his Luton, which is a tidy, big bit of kit. And if you ever need any removals doing or anything, Darcy Van Services are the people that you need to contact, because that's what you tend to specialise in now, isn't it, Darcy?
We're mainly removals,
so he's filling in here doing a job for James, aren't you?
Yeah, today we are
helping James out, as am I.
Yeah,
because of course Betty Blue's there. She's loaded.
Betty Blue, eh?
Betty Blue.
I've never named her. It's bad of me, isn't it, really?
Oh, you should name her, mate. You should name her.
No, it's bad luck. It's bad luck.
But remember the name.
No.
Lowry Van Services. Are you on any social media?
We're on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Twitter. X. Mainly Instagram and Facebook, which is where we get a lot of our work from.
Yeah.
Google as well.
There you go, folks.
All over it.
So, I know any of you other shippers out there who need a really good Luton van service, because he's actually got 2 meters of height clearance there, which not every Luton's got.
Yeah.
Bear them in mind. Anyway, signing off now, because I've got to get these things back before James starts whinging at us. Wednesday today, Wednesday morning, about 9:30, and I'm dropping in Liverpool at a fancy hotel, dropping some chemicals off of their swimming pool. And look at the size of that boat that's in the docks. Cruise liners in, and it's as tall as the hotel next to it. That's just the back end of it. So we're off again now to Frodsham down the road to do some chemicals to a farm. So we're keeping busy. Morning, 4th today, 4th of July. It is 20 to 8 in the morning. I'll tell you what happened so far then. So you saw me test showing a picture of that ship, and I did a couple of ADR jobs for a shipper who I've done a lot of work for in the past. And then I caught for another ADR hazardous load, which went from just outside Runcorn and went down to Alfreton, and I got a good price for it as well. The bid was on for quite a bit actually, but in the end I don't think they got any better deals than what I offered, and gave me the job. So yesterday I earned decent money, but only used about 1/3 of a tank of diesel, because you're getting a higher rate per mile, etc. So I had a good day yesterday. Now the plan now is this: I am going to cover a job for Freddie Fletcher's Limited. I've agreed to do a site clearance right down in Kent. I think it's Maidstone area, and that's Friday morning, so tomorrow morning. I'd already agreed this yesterday. So I have taken the initiative and booked myself a hotel for tonight. Not far, about 30 minutes away from where the site clearance is. And I've given myself a mission today to get down south. So I want to get down south as near to where my hotel is. So I'm paid to go down to then do the site clearance tomorrow, which is, generous price from James, and take that back up to Stockport. So I was offered a chance to do a document run by my customers, but it wasn't the one I would have preferred to do. It was the one that goes from Southport area, and you can't pick that up till mid-afternoon. By the time you're down to Hayes, it's 7:30. By the time I've negotiated my way around to Maidstone, it could be 9, half 9 at night in the hotel. You're not getting a break, so to speak. I want to be at the hotel, preferably at what we northerners call tea time, and then I can have a nice little chill and a break before I get up in the morning. It's all very well getting in, getting a shower, straight to bed, getting up and going to work, but I believe you need a break time between doing your jobs. So I've done one job so far this morning on the Courier Exchange, which was a local job. Basically, I picked up in Haywood, and I've taken a job to Trafford Park, where I am now. It's still quite early yet, So the plan is to work my way towards the south if I can. So I'll be having a look on the feed when it wakes up a bit, hoping to get stuff maybe to Birmingham, because Birmingham's a busy area and there tends to be a lot of work heading south out from there, or you know, anything Northampton, anything like that, which could then move on to another job down south. So I'll let you know how I did when I'm settled in the hotel room tonight. Safe arrival at the hotel. I'll tell you how the day went on the trip up here, but I'll give you a little tour of the hotel room. And it appears to me, although the room itself is nice, it's okay, it's clean, it's tidy. You've got your kettle and everything there, but I do bring some of my own milk. And you've got an absolutely wonderful view outside of the parked up trucks. But it would appear that they've given me the dwarf's room, because it's a weird low bath and the lowest sink you'll ever see. You see, it's kind of, I don't know if you can see there, up to me thighs. So I suppose it's handy if you want to wash your backside, but that's about it. You get a backache there trying to have a shave, wouldn't you? But it's clean, it's tidy, and it will do. Right, as you can see, we're at the hotel, and it's just a typical standard hotel that I stay in. It's either a travel lodge or a days inn, and it's a bit basic, functional, but it's clean, it's tidy. I'm not too sure about that bathroom with the disabled, but listen, it'll do the job. I've had a shower. Again, the shower only went up to my chest, but it had a thing you could take off and go over my luscious locks. So how did today go then, in my mission to get down here? It was a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you. I made some money, but I thought I would have done more. But basically, I got a little job this morning, didn't I, to Trafford Park. It took me over 2 hours to get out of Trafford Park, and I ended up getting a job to Birmingham. And I didn't bid high for it. It was hardly anything coming out really. The feed was really quiet. And then all the work, as it always seems, it's all going the wrong way. So if I wanted to go to Scotland or to Yorkshire or places like that, I could have had loads of work. But in the end, there was nothing going really down south. So I settled for getting to Birmingham, figuring I could get something from there. And I got to Birmingham, and again bidding, again parked up, and ended up taking a small van job for small van money from Walsall to Uxbridge, and dropped that off, and then made my way around the M25, which was absolutely rammed to here. So I'm half an hour away from the site clearance from tomorrow. James optimistically thinks I might be able to get on site at 7:30. So we will have a bash. The earlier I can get loaded, the earlier I can get away and beat the traffic when it comes to going up north. I'll obviously cop for rush hour down here, but what I want to do is try and get up north mid-afternoon, get offloaded in Stockport. It saves James the trouble meeting me and everything. I can just get it all offloaded myself. So the week itself, money-wise, it's been okay. I've had a decent week for the money. I thought today would have been better. I still made over 200 quid, if you want to know the figure. It was 220, but I was kind of hoping for over 350. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, the way I look at it is this. I'm doing this job for tomorrow, which is well paid for James. So I've now been paid to come down. I've covered the cost of all of my fuel there and back, the cost of the hotel, and with some to spare. So the week itself will be a profitable week, and I will be over target. And that is basically what I want. The more over target you can get, the better, but I'll settle for this. This will do. Been a good week, you know. I met Darcy. What a nice fella he was. We'll overlook the man bun, but maybe that's just jealousy on my part. he was a nice fella. So if you want to check out Lowry Van Services, please do. If you need a Luton guy, he's your man. Well, it's James as well, of course, but it's Darcy at Lowry Van Services too. And I've done a bit of work for me on regular customers and work for James, and I've worked on the CX and picked up some hazardous work. So it's been a mixed week, which in some ways is good because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, do you? Van's run well because she's just had a service. And I think I'm probably going to take Monday off. Me and the missus are thinking of going away again for a bit of a long weekend. Well, Saturday night, Sunday night. I'll probably take Monday off just as long as I get back in time for rehearsals, because we've got a gig coming up a week on Saturday at a festival. So we'll have to get a quick rehearsal in before that, won't we? Thanks for watching. Thank you for your comments. I always value the comments. Again, if there's anything you'd like me to cover in the channel, please put it in. I will try. I'll look it up. If I don't know about it, I'll ask questions and find out some information myself, because sometimes people ask me about things that I don't know, and then I can educate myself finding out and put it out on the channel, can't I? Let us know how your week's been and what problems are you lot having out there, and please give me the old thumbs up, because that helps the channel get out there. And if you don't subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me numbers go up too. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.